Hello everyone. I'm here to teach you people, to educate people why some restrictions are placed in spiritual practices, in African spiritualities, in many religions, in many cultures, why some cultures restrict women to do many things. Especially in African spirituality, because people are fighting over some things, they are arguing about things, but they do not know why those restrictions were placed on women. So this teaching is going to have part 1, part 2, maybe part 3. So you just have to follow up. So okay, this information that I'm going to teach about is about women being worshipped over 30 years ago as mother goddess. Yeah, women were worshipped before, after the creator gods. We are women. Women were worshipped because of what they represent. They represented the cycle of life, the creation, production, generation, regeneration, power to bless, power to, to destroy, power to control, power to dominate. Women are very important figure in the ancient time. They were leaders in communities. They were recognized as powerful leaders. Men were worshiping women. I repeat, men were worshiping women in the ancient time. Yeah. So anyway, the women had so much supernatural abilities. And because the ancient time, people were, before religion was introduced, people honored women a lot. This is why those restrictions were placed. I'm going to go through the restrictions that are placed in African spirituality. But before I go through the restriction, people need to understand why those restrictions were placed or are placed on women. Because some people think it's because women are inferior or they have disability, they are not qualified. Not knowing that it's because they want to honor women. Because the men used to serve women. A deity must be served and worshipped. A deity does not have to do so certain things in the presence of the men. Because I know some women, they will fight, no, you shouldn't do this, it's an abomination, the gods will strike if you do this in our culture, you shouldn't do it. But they don't know that even the men that are giving those rules and regulations, they do not know why. It's when religion came that they took over those rights, those honor that they used to give women. But no matter how they buried everything now and try to erase everything, if you still Google and search about mother goddesses, you're going to see some little artifacts about the worship of women. Some people have changed it to fertility goddess, but no, it's because they used to worship women as deity, as God, after the creator god, goddesses. Every woman was a goddess. Even till now, women are still living goddesses. Even though they are not being worshipped in some cultures, women are still living goddesses. In the country where I live, women are still being worshipped. Yeah. So anyway, when religion were formed, they took away the worship of women. And the worship of women did not just stop because people don't want to worship it anymore. It's because of the Hindu Europeans who invaded, different countries that had this worship of women. Because they had their own concept. They had the concept of how God should be. The Hindu Europeans, they said, and they have imagined in their own mindset, that God is a powerful male in the mountain with flames of fire. That is who people should be worshiping, not women. And this is because they want to start ruling. They are tired of women ruling. They wanted to rule. Why should women be ruling all the time? Yes, women used to be rulers. They were goddesses that were worshipped, and they used to have important roles in the community to keep the community together. And that is why we used to have peace in every community in those times. So they invaded the communities and burned down all the temples of women that used to be worshipped. you know, and they unlived every living things in those community and took over. So when they took over, they now introduced religion. After when they took over, they introduced religion, and then different religions started coming, and they introduced the men to be the leaders. You know, they introduced men to be the ruler, and they demoted women. Since the invasion, women no longer rules. They see women as inferior beings. The people that have a physical mindset, they don't know spiritual things. So they always think that women are inferior. Women were born from a man's rib. It's not like that. Women were formed just like a man was formed, you know, in their own feminine energy. A man was formed in their masculine energy. And we all have the aspect of all the part creator gods. So women were never formed from the rib of a man. It's just a concept that they put there to deceive people. Okay, so when religion they were formed, they removed the women and placed men. Even in Christianity, you see that women are not in fact mentioned there. Everything is man, man, man. God is man. Angels are man. Everything is man. That was how it was formed. They removed the women. Even you as a woman, you're seeing yourself existing, and yet they don't include you. You're supposed to think that why didn't they include me? Because there must be something wrong here. Because you're existing, so you're supposed to be included. You understand? So they removed the women, which created imbalance. Yeah. Yes. And since that the men have been ruling, how is the world now? War everywhere, fighting, stealing and destruction. Women are supernatural beings. They are goddesses. They are deities. In the supernatural realm, in the spiritual realm, women are they are still ruling. Even the part creator gods, the male part creator god has to go through women. Women are still. This is why when you go to many countries, they will say, she, this country is she, this country is she. And when you go to the water kingdom, the rulers, the very powerful rulers in the water kingdom are female, the female group. You understand? You never hear about male group, you know, that have judiciary authority. Women are still ruling in the supernatural realm. Okay, so this is why they place all those rules. How can a goddess be carrying things, doing some certain things? No. This is why they place the rules that women shouldn't do certain things, apart from when you are under your period, you understand, because of the energy it carries. Otherwise, the men are just honoring us. You know, they are serving us, they are honoring us. In your country, maybe the men are not honoring women anymore, but where I live, I don't even open the, like if I'm going out and my partner is there, I will not open the car door. He has to open the door. There are many things I will not do because the men are there. Even if they are not my partner, they will go and do it. You understand? But when the man is not in the present, I become the female and the male. I'll be able to juggle all of them together and do it. So those restrictions that they put place there is not because a woman is inferior or she does not qualify or she has disability. It's because men are supposed to serve women. Because women are living deities, they are living goddess. Even though they wipe out, you know, the worship of women for over 30 years ago. Women are still who they are. You understand? So in the part 2 of this video, I'm going to put the restriction that they are placed in some spirituality. You know, because anytime I see this thing, I will laugh because I understand that people lack knowledge. And lack of knowledge, people are perishing, you know. If you lack knowledge, you begin to perish, you begin to fight over something you don't know about. Yeah. So anyway, wait for part 2 of this video.